Every morning we start with the laugh. Good morning, sports fans, and welcome to another edition of the First Family of Las Vegas' daily free winner show, brought to you by the best website on the planet. Your one stop. Let me put up there. Sports betting shop, sports memo. Guys, we have a great show. It is Thursday. It is the second week of a new year. We have a great panel. Let me go around, then we'll do some individuals. My good buddy Dan the Man Kaiser, the Greek god of soccer, Pavlos Lagorestos, and from a remote clandestine location, we can't know where he is, Jimmy Adams, killing it over at WagerTalk. Let me say good morning to my good friend Dan Kaiser. Dan, how are you today?
I'm doing good, Joe. And I think Georgia just scored again.
Son of a gun. You got me. And you know what? Perfect timing. I'm going to spit everywhere. Thanks a lot, Dan. He says they just scored again. They're still scoring 114-7. That's pretty good. Oh, my goodness gracious. Dan, you never cease to make me laugh. I'm glad you're here. How are you, buddy?
Doing good. Just trying to keep the dog quiet. But, yeah, everything's good.
Listen to me. We got 4 crazy dogs in this house to take after Dion's side of the family. I'll tell you that. And they have the same hygiene habits as her side. But
nice and clean.
Yeah, they lick themselves. Anyway, but you know what? We don't get mad with dogs barking, dogs making noise. That is not a problem. Kids. We've had kids come on the show and listen to me. This is a real show with real cappers that work their asses off to make sure everybody out there viewing in is on the right side most of the time. So, guys, this is a real show. You're going to get the pimples, the burps. You're going to get the scratches. You're going to get all that. Dan the Man Kaiser, his dog Thor, correct, Dan?
Correct.
So Thor, I love him. I love that dog. My good buddy Pavlos Lagorestos. Pavlos making a cameo on a Thursday. Cameo. You know what happens, Pavlos? When you're so great, the response is like, get Pavlos back on. So we had to grab him like Michael Corleone in The Godfather 3. Every time I think I'm out, they drag me back in. Pavlos, how are you today, buddy?
I'm good. I'm just hoping I don't find any severe horse heads in my bed because I had a 5% yesterday. It was a push. I had PSG -1 in that first half. They scored the first goal in the in the 5th minute, and then they shut down. However, I knew that was gonna happen, and I added an additional play in my 5%, which was PSG to win by 1-0 exactly as a safety bet. So even though your 5% was pushed, we still got a nice win at plus 270, I believe, at PSG to win by exactly 1-0, which was the only alternative result I could see. So even though the 5% didn't win, we still made some money off that game. So onwards to the next one.
Great stuff from Pavlos, one of the best cappers in the world. Certainly the best I've ever seen in soccer. By the way, Pavlos, I want you to know my bachelor days are over. But I'm sure everybody out there at one time or another has went to bed with a beauty queen and woke up with a horse head. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, guys. Throw in that guy. I got Pavlos that time. So Dan got me. Now I got Pavlos. I got to say hello to my good friend Jimmy Adams. Jimmy, how are you today, buddy?
I'm doing good, Joe. Thanks for having me on, as always. Nice little 2-0 sweep yesterday. Bama gets there easy, and then a hook with Xavier. So we sneak by there. So I'm in a good mood today.
I'm glad you're here today. We're always glad you're here, Jimmy, because you're definitely one of our favorite panelists. I know you've become a real big fan favorite to all the viewers out there that watch the First Family Show. You've been here a couple of months now, and you've done nothing but make people money out there. And anybody that follows Jimmy over at WagerTalk, trust me, on a panel of some of the best cappers on the planet, Jimmy is one of the best on that panel. And I'm very honored. We're very honored to have him here. So having said that, you know
what else too?
Tell me about that. Tell me, baby.
And great minds think alike, because just like Jimmy, I had Alabama yesterday on the show for my free play, and they cashed in for us.
Try to throw that in there.
And that's not the first time. That's not the first time me and Dionne have been on the same side. So
It is not.
Well, I'll tell you what, you can marry her and put up with the headaches. I'm kidding. Guys, I'll tell you what, I don't know where she gets it from because I hate to brag and boast. She's bragging and boasting. I'm just kidding. She's doing great. By the way, guys, I want you to know I am very proud of, how I started. Good morning, Dionne.
Good morning. Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday. Well, it's always a good Thursday. Guys, very quickly, no fluff today, but one or two things. Dionne and I, they got that big lottery, that mega whatever million jackpot lottery. We took a nice scenic drive to Arizona. A lot of people, when you live in Southern Nevada, go to State Line. A lot of people know State Line because when you're coming in from California, you hit like what they call the Lotto store and those couple of what is it? Outlet malls and I forget the name of it because
I don't
Buffalo
even know
Bill,
what it's called.
whatever the hell the name of the casinos are. But we like to go to Arizona. It's a nice drive. It's a prettier drive. We get to see Hoover Dam, Lake Mead, and we actually make out in the car a little bit. You could do about 100 and no cops pull you over.
There's hardly ever a line there.
There's never a line there, and they're really nice. Not, there's always like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hour line over at the Lotto store. Having said that, though, we walk into the Lotto store, guys. There's 3 Lottos, and I took a picture of it. One was 999 million, one was 399 million, one was 2.3 million. So the lady behind the counter said, "Do you just want the Friday? You want anything for tonight or tomorrow?" The guy says, "The other ones are garbage." 399 million. He says, "Who wants that? It's garbage." Even the 2.3 million. I went out to the car. Now, I'm not talking bad about anybody that drives a Hyundai, but he got into a Hyundai. And he's like, who wants that 2.3 or the 399 million? Fudge, I want that 2. I'll take the 2.3. Hell.
To be honest with you, we could be millionaires right now and not even know it because we haven't even checked our tickets yet.
There's my tickets. But we had a nice ride. We went to a couple of the scenic places. Actually, Dionne is a wonderful person in so many ways, guys. And we all know she puts up with me for 22 years. But Dionne is like me. All I want is a beach and somebody that brings me margaritas. That's all I want. That's it. If I fall asleep, wake me up every couple of hours so I can roll over and get an even tan. That's it. Dionne is like Chevy Chase on vacation. She's got things marked like she wants to see like the second largest frying pan in the Midwest and the house of mud and the biggest rubber band ball ever. She does stuff like that.
But I like both things. So, you got to give me a little bit of a break.
But I will tell you.
I like to sightsee and see the things that we have around in this beautiful world. And I also like to sit back, relax, put my feet up, and have a few pina coladas.
I like you better when you're drunk. I'll tell you that. But having said that, I love my wife. So I make the stops. And then she makes me do the selfies. And, guys, I got to tell you something. I got short arms. Like I said, I'm about 5'7". So every selfie I take, it looks like I got like Down syndrome. I'm up here, like it's ridiculous. I got dinosaur arms. It's ridiculous. So we got these selfies. But we had a lot of fun with going yesterday. We took a nice drive. Today I got to go run some errands. But having said that, Dionne's got a couple of one discount she wants to tell everyone about. But I did want to say, because we told you how good Dan, Pavlos, and Jimmy are doing. Dionne's doing great work. You go look over at the Sportsman leaderboard. She's on the 3 and the 30. Guess who's on the 7-day? Me. So that means that I'm sandwiched by Dionne, which in my opinion isn't a totally unpleasant thought. Having said that, Dionne's got a couple of Pavlos. I got him again. Dionne's got a discount. We're going to get into some free winners. We're going to get you in and out of here in time enough for you to take advantage of all the free winners you get from this great panel. Dionne, take it away.
Yeah, so we have one discount going on this week. You can get college basketball, NBA, or NHL full season right now for just $2.99. It's normally $4.79, and you can get it for just $2.99 right now. There is no code needed at all for this discount, and it's good over at both Sports Memo and WagerTalk, and you can use it as many times as you want for as many of your favorite handicappers. So also make sure you also head on over to the sites and check out the deals page for some more of your amazing discounts from some of your favorite cappers that we have going on.
Guys, we got the best collection of cappers anywhere on the planet at Sports Memo and WagerTalk. At the start of our leadoff hitter today, our Ricky Henderson, Mr. Dan the Man Kaiser. We always talk about Dan. College football season is over. He had a great college football campaign.
He did.
But he has been red hot in the NFL for months now. And, before Dan came over to Sports Memo, I knew about Dan because his reputation preceded him. He is one of the sharpest guys in sports betting. And, guys, like I said, numbers don't lie. His numbers are some of the best in this business. Dan's going to tell you what he's been doing. He's going to tell you what you can expect from him on the premium side at Sports Memo. He's got a free best bet. Dan the Man Kaiser, take it away.
Yeah, thanks, Joe. Yeah, it was closed out the last year in the college bowl season, number one at Sports Memo overall, and number one in totals for the college bowl season. I'm looking to carry that over here in the NFL postseason. Yeah, I'll have probably at least one play on every wild card game this weekend, whether it be a side or total. You might get two on certain games, and yeah, college basketball is going well. Must be with the rest of the panel here. I also had Alabama, and I just missed. I had the -3. I got the early line on Xavier, and I just missed out on that one. So things are picking up in college basketball as conference season gets underway. So yeah, there'll be that, and probably NFL going forward, and some NBA and NHL as well. My free play, I'm looking at the San Francisco Seattle Seahawks game. The line right now is at +9.5. I bet this. I bet the half a point. I got it at +10. Yeah, I look at this game. San Francisco's defense in the last few weeks have not been up to the San Francisco standards. They gave up 20 points to the Commanders, 34 to the Raiders in 2 out of the last 3 weeks. The Seattle Seahawks offense is playing pretty well. Kenneth Walker III gives them an added dimension the way he's been running the ball at the last half of the season. And, San Francisco. It doesn't matter if it's Jimmy G or Mr. Irrelevant Brock Purdy at quarterback. They like to run the ball. Don't take and use their defense. Brock Purdy's played really well coming into the last few games since he's had to take over for Jimmy G. But he is what he is. He's the last pick in the draft. You're coming into a playoff game. He hasn't been in this kind of pressure in the NFL, and we've seen better quarterbacks, experienced quarterbacks wilt in the playoffs. I like San Francisco to win this game, but I'm not sold 100% sold on Brock Purdy to score a lot of points in this one. So I think Seattle can keep this one within 10 points.
Great stuff from Dan, the man Kaiser. Guys, Dan is a perfect capper for you to follow for these this amazing discount. You get his college basketball, his NBA for just $2.99. Dan, I don't know. Do you do hockey?
Right now it's just I pick and choose. I wait till football season gets over before I hit the NBA and the NHL. Right now it's more just looking at the board, and if I see something I like, then I'll play it. But I'm not an everyday hockey player at this point in time.
Great stuff. I don't want you to hurt your back either. My good friend Dan the man Kaiser, he's a perfect capper for you to take advantage of this $2.99 NBA or college basketball straight through. He said this weekend, the Seahawks plus the 9.5. He thinks San Francisco will win this game, but he thinks it's way too many points. He is a winner. Follow Dan all the way to the bank. Dan's going to be sticking around till the end of the show. Guys, so if you have any questions or comments for Dan, I'm sure he'll be more than happy to answer or reply. So fire away. Speaking about questions or comments, we get a lot of questions and people watching the show every time Pavlos Lagunatos is on the First Family Show. He was on the show yesterday, and oh my God, it was crazy how many questions he had, how many comments he had, how many people really know Pavlos for his amazing capping ability in soccer. And, we always talk about Pavlos. I talk about Zeus and Apollo and Hades, and we have our own Greek god, but he's the Greek god of soccer. His name is Pavlos Lagunatos. He's the best big game guy I've ever seen in any individual sport. I got to tell you, I'm happy to be monikered the best big game hunter on the planet, but when I see about any individual sport, I've never seen anybody as strong in a sport as Pavlos Lagunatos is in the world of soccer. Pavlos is going to tell you what he's been doing. He's going to tell you what you can expect from him on the premium side of Sports Mode. He's got another free winner for you. Pavlos, take it away.
I was just looking at the leaderboards, and it's not visible at the side, but it's visible on the back end. In any play loaded 4% or above, I'm number one at Sports Memo since November 24th. 21 6 and 2 pushes, 51.3 ROI, plus 60 units, 77.8 winning percentage. I do have a couple of big bets, not 5%, but a couple of 4% and a 3% loaded at the page. One of them goes live tonight, one of them goes live tomorrow, and one of them goes live on Saturday. I still have a lot of plays to be loaded, but these are the ones that I've already loaded as sure winners. I think I'm going to go 3-0 easily with this 3. Now, I got a free play from the French League 1 guys. I've been fixating with this French League 1. It's the League of France. There's a lot of weird stuff going on. Yesterday, I had a couple of props there. None of them hit, which was the first time I actually took a couple of penalty kicks. Okay, that was the only match day. We're now match day 19. In the previous 18 match days, there was at least one penalty kick across, the whole league. Yesterday, there were none. That hasn't happened this season. And yesterday was the only time that I bet on penalty kicks on the French League 1 this season, and they didn't have any. So I went deeper, dug deeper, and I think I found a really nice winning bet. Now there's a match between Lyon and Straosburg on Saturday, 3 p.m. Eastern. Now, Lyon, their money line is at minus 160 or something. Stay away from it. Stay away from it. If you want to bet on Lyon, stay away. Or if you want, you can fade them, because Lyon, traditionally, whenever they're like plus 200 favorites, especially at home, minus 200, minus 160, minus 170. Whenever you see odds like this on Lyon, stay away or fade. Yes, at some point they might win like 4-0, 3-0 or something like that. But if you consistently bet on Lyon to cover the handicap at home this season, you would have lost money. If you consistently bet against Lyon to cover the handicap, you would have won money. So stay away from Lyon. I wouldn't be surprised if Strasbourg got a draw or won here. The +1 on Strasbourg is right now at minus 120, which is more than playable. However, I'm gonna take it a different direction. I'm gonna take both teams to score here at minus 125. Now Strasbourg, they're leading the league in both teams to score with 15-3. On the road, they're 7-1 to the both teams to score. Strasbourg, they've only failed to score once on the road and scored 9 goals in the last 4 away matches. It's their defense that is very bad, because their offense is producing. However, the defense is really, really bad. That's why they have just 1 win in their last 9 away, in 8 away matches. So far in the season. Now, Lyon, 11-7 to the both teams to score, and just 5-4 to the both teams to score at home. However, they kept just 2 clean sheets at home, which indicates a bad defense, and they failed to score just in 2. So both matches between the two teams last season had both teams to score, and actually both teams to score is 8-2 in the last 10 matches between the two sides. So again, stay away from Lyon money line at minus 165. Yes, maybe they win, but it's gonna be a sweaty match. I'm gonna take both teams to score minus 125, and just keep that in mind, guys. Whenever you want to bet on League One matches, if the home side is at minus 160 or something, it's a trap. Stay away from it. In the long run, you're gonna save yourselves a lot of money and a lot of sweat. So in this occasion, I'm gonna take both teams to score minus 125. Don't care who wins, and moving on to the next one.
The Greek god of soccer, Pavlos Lagoretos, says Lyon Strasbourg, both teams to score. It is a winner, and he is a winner. I've got to tell you, 21-6-2 on 4 unit plays or higher off the top of my head. I don't need a calculator or a degree from MIT to know that 77.7% on big game releases. He's a monster. Follow Pavlos. Even Thor likes him. I heard Thor yelping because he loves that, Pavlos. Let me tell you, I believe in omens and I'm superstitious. I'll tell you right now, when the dogs like you, you're going to win it. I'll tell you right now, Pavlos Lagoretos is a winner. He's going to stick around. If you have any questions or comments for Pavlos, fire away. But be sure after the show to go follow him at Sports Memo. You're going to be following him right to the bank. I'll tell you right now, God bless you. See, it's true. You're going to need to buy a couple of extra mattresses to hide all those winnings from your wife, your girlfriend, your husband, or your boyfriend. Whoever it is, I promise you that Pavlos is a winner. Speaking about winning, my God, Jimmy Adams left the country a couple of months ago. He's going to be back in a week. And guess what? He has not returned. He loves it where he is right now. And I got to tell you, man, that is great stuff, man. That is just great. And we're happy for Jimmy because I got to tell you, he's smiling every day. He's on this show. Jimmy, what time is it over there? It's got to be after midnight or around midnight, right?
12:20.
12:20, which means right after this show, Jimmy ain't going to bed. He going out having some fun. That's what you do when you're young and single. I got to tell you that. But Jimmy is one of the best cappers on the planet. You don't believe me? He's over at WagerTalk. Jimmy, how long you been on WagerTalk?
WagerTalk, a year and a half.
A year and a half, and for a year and a half, he's got some of the best numbers with one of the best against one of the best collection of cappers on the planet. I love Jimmy, and I know you guys do too. He is a winner. He's going to tell you what he's been doing. He's going to tell you what you can expect from him on the premium side of WagerTalk. He's got another free best bet. Jimmy A, take it away, buddy.
Thank you so much, Joe. Yeah, it's been a spectacular NFL season, and we're not slowing down going into the postseason here. 68% winners during the regular season. We just made a ton of money. I have a 5% play going this weekend, so you'll definitely want to grab a hold of that. Flying somewhat under the radar, though, everyone's all excited about the NFL. We're on a 7-1 college basketball run, and we've been cashing tickets consistently all season long, over 60% on the season so far there. So you'll definitely want to check out both those sports, grab an all-access pass, do whatever you got to do. But for the free play today, I'm going to head to the Chargers and take them on the money line. Look, this can be a tough handicap just because the Jags can't seem to lose a game, but I think that changes this week. I'm higher on this Chargers team than most people. Look, there's no denying that Trevor Lawrence has been amazing, right? But this Jags defense, they struggle against the pass. And that's, I think, going to be a big problem and a difference maker for them here. They rank 28th in the NFL in pass yards per game. LA comes in at 7th in that same category. Jacksonville has terrible numbers defending the pass on third down, and they're not any better in the red zone. Again, this is just against the pass. They also can't cover Mike Williams. Now, Mike Williams is, he's been out of practice. He's not 100% going to play in this game, but I like LA regardless of whether he suits up or not. So what the Jags do well is they defend the run. The thing is, the Chargers can win this game without rushing the ball for very many yards. Justin Herbert can match anything that Trevor Lawrence can do, and he's got a variety of weapons at his disposal that he uses. It's not just one guy. It may not be a ton of big names, but he spreads the ball around really well, and there's just too many guys for Jacksonville to cover. Chargers, they really kind of turned their season around, and the defense played so much better the second half of the year. So I'm throwing out some of the stats that you may see that the Chargers defense isn't very good. In my opinion, this LA team is playing about as well as anyone in the NFL. You can throw out that loss last week to the Broncos. It was meaningless. So I like them here this week, and the trends do too. Chargers 5-0 against the spread in their last 5 meetings in Jacksonville, and they're 9-1 against the spread in the last 10 meetings between these two teams. So this is a public play, but I'm going to be with the public in this one. I am taking the money line because when these lines get around -2, I don't want to get beat by don't get a bad beat. Just take the money line, lay the extra juice. Give me the Chargers this weekend.
Great breakdown, great analysis. What we've come to expect from one of the best in the business. Jimmy Adams says Los Angeles Chargers. He's on the same side as the public because they got to win once in a while. Take him on the money line. It is a smart move. Jimmy, one more time. You have a 5% play up as well?
I do, yeah. 5% are going this weekend as well in the NFL. So
great stuff, guys. After the show, go follow Jimmy. Go over to WagerTalk. Go follow Jimmy. Check out his numbers, man. I'm going to tell you right now. Numbers don't lie. You follow Jimmy, you'll be making money, and it will be a great new year. I promise you that. Jimmy's going to stick around if you got any questions or comments for Jimmy as well. Guys, I want to talk about the First Lady of Las Vegas, who not only did she make me pancakes this morning, but and the dogs, by the way. All the dogs got pancakes too. But she is on the number 3. On the 3-day leaderboard at Sports One. She's on the 30-day leaderboard. As a matter of fact, you're number 1 the last several days on the last 30 days.
Yes,
right?
I'm number 1 the last 30 days, and I'm number 2 the last 3 days.
But the thing is I want you to know, and we talked about this, even Dan mentioned about this earlier, not putting plays up every single day, you can still be undefeated and not lead, for the last several days. When you're looking at 30 days, and all week, Dionne's been number 1 on the 30 days. So that means every day she continues to win. She doesn't put out a ton of plays, but what she puts out is making you money. And let's face it, guys, you're not here for quantity. You're here for quality. Your bottom line is you want to make money. Dionne's making you money. She is killing it on multiple sports right now. And proof is in the numbers. 30-day leader. Sports Memo, one of the best collection of cappers on the planet. She's going to tell you what she's been doing. She's going to tell you what you can expect from her on the premium side. She has a free best bet. Another free best bet. Dionne, take it away, darling.
Thank you. And yes, as Joey did mention, I am the number 2 capper the last 3 days in college basketball. I am also the number 1 capper the last 30 days. I did have a nice win yesterday in a premium play with my 5% play with Xavier yesterday. We had a nice free winner again yesterday on the show with Alabama. And today we're going to go ahead and continue to win. I have 2 big plays up on the board today. I have my NCAA basketball crash the boards winner. And I also have my NCAA basketball total of the week, which are 4-1 this season so far. They're both posted over at Sports Memo right now for just $15 a piece. And for my free play today, well, guys, there's no doubting Minnesota is in for a long season and that they're probably going to be the conference doormat. Head coach Ben Johnson stated prior to the season beginning, this is definitely a rebuilding year. Just 2 months into the season, they sit at 6-8 overall and are winless in 4 attempts in Big Ten play. However, they're starting to show signs of life and have covered their last 2 outings on the road at Wisconsin and at home against Nebraska. Ohio State, they sport a 10-5 record, but they struggled so far this season, so far since conference play has begun, going just 2-2 against Big Ten opponents. I believe they're being a bit overvalued, losing their last 2. At home against Purdue and on the road at Maryland. And by the way, they've also failed to cover those 2 as well. You can say what you want about the Golden Gophers, but as double-digit underdogs, they have covered all 3 outings this season against the Hokies, the Boilermakers, and the Badgers. I just think this is way too many points for Ohio State to give, especially when they're struggling against conference opponents. So way too many points here. I'm going to go ahead and take Minnesota.
First lady of Las Vegas. Number 1 the last 30 days over at Sports Memo, All Sports Profits. She says, take the Golden Gophers, too many points. She's a winner. You will be too if you follow her. I think, Dionne, if you can pick one, because you're on leaderboards for NBA, NCAA basketball, and NHL right now. If you could advise anybody to buy any one of those, which one would it be?
I would definitely go college basketball because the most plays that I do put up is in college basketball right now, and we are on an amazing run. And I don't post very many totals, but when I do post totals, they're crushing it. Like I said, right now they're 4-1 this season so far. So if I had one sport to choose for you to follow me in right now, it would be college basketball.
Follow the First Lady. She's the winner. You will be too if you do follow her. Great thing, $2.99. I mean, I would just flip a coin. Well, you can't flip a coin because there's 3. I would just go like this and pick one. You'll be making money with the First Lady. But she says go to college basketball. Follow her with that discount. Guys, adjust the volume. I'm excited. Today is Thursday. By the way, just want to give you guys a shout out, heads up. There will be no football forecast show this afternoon, which is Thursday. We're going to move it to Friday. Had some scheduling situations. We want to get a great panel of cappers for you for that show. So tomorrow, Sports Memo TV, I'll be hosting. I believe Ross, Moneyline Matt,
and
Jesse will all be contributing to the football forecast. We're going to be covering some great games on the roundtable segments, and we'll each have a best bet. And guys, my best bets are friggin' killing it.
Well, you'll be covering 3 of the 6 games.
I don't want to tell everybody what we'll be covering. That's a surprise, but I know what they are. There they are. Anyway,
I didn't give out what games they were. I just said 3 of the.
There you go.
3 of the 6.
There you go. I like to tease. You know that. Anyway, guys. Yeah, baby, you know that. Wait, let me put my.
Don't get Dan all excited.
Dan's not wearing pants. All right, guys. I'm gonna take over the helm for a few minutes, guys. My friends, as a 6-time college basketball handicapping champion, I can tell you that my college basketball releases are on fire. I've won 3 straight, and in the new year, I'm 8-3 overall. Today, I continue to get you paid. In my opinion, there's nothing more exciting than watching an easy money winner roll in. And guess what? That's right, guys. Tonight, I have another NCAA basketball TV game winner for you, which are a perfect 100% this season at 2-0. So turn on the tube, sit back, relax, and watch an easy money college basketball winner come in for you guys. And then the money train keeps a-rolling in college hoops as I have my Pac-12 game of the week. My college basketball games of the week are 100% in 2023, 4 or 5-0 already this year. Get the big Pac-12 winner in the Utah-UCLA matchup and get paid. I posted both individually at Sports Memo or just because I adore you guys. You know what I did? I put them in a 2-game discounted package. Get both big winners for just $15. Now I want to talk about my free play. I think I took a loss. A 1 point. God damn, my free plays have killed it. I mean, they must be I think I won 8 of my last 10 or 11 here on the show.
And
Yesterday,
was a close one.
I missed one by a point. I'm sorry. I let you guys down. Save the flavor because I bounced back today. I'm going to say something I don't normally say. I like LeBron tonight. For today's free play, let's go to the crypto.com arena. I still want to say the forum, I swear to God. As the Dallas Mavericks travel to L.A. to take on the Los Angeles Lakers, guys, the Lakers had their 5-game win streak. By the way, both straight up and against the spread. It was snapped the other night in an embarrassing 122-109 loss on the road at the Nuggets. Well, no surprise there as King James had the night off. I tell you what, he's got banker's hours, I'll tell you that. He will play here tonight. I'm going to tell you why. Because we all know the headlines he's been getting lately has been he's not too far behind Kareem Abdul-Jabbar for the all-time NBA scoring record. So expect him to play and get fed the ball a lot. Folks, the Mavericks come to town, dropping 2 of the last 3 straight up, 5 of the last 6 against the spread. This includes a 2-game slide, both straight up and against the number, by the way. Both of those games were on the road. Makes you think. I'm going to tell you why. As a matter of fact, going back a bit further, they have failed to cover 5 straight as a visitor. I think we can all agree they tend to get overvalued. There's talent on this team. I'm not going to deny that. A lot of talent. They're one of the best players in the NBA without question. But, guys, they're getting overvalued. And you know what? They're point spread poison. I know. One more time. I know they've taken 5 of the last 6 in this rivalry, both straight up and against the spread. But I think they're sliding a bit and feeling the strain of over 3 months of hard NBA play. While both teams have a laundry list of banged-up players, I think we can all agree Dallas possesses a lackluster offense. I see LeBron James and company outscoring them and, furthermore, outlasting them here. I think they're going to start running away with it come the second half. By the way, the Mavs are just 1-3-1 ATS the last 5 meetings with the Lakers in L.A. They're also, get this, guys. You want to talk about being overvalued? 7-20 against the spread the last 27 games played on the road, while Los Angeles 7-3-1 ATS the last 11 games played at home. Take LA, take your bookmakers' money. I don't say it often. Take LeBron tonight. This is a big platform for him, especially going against one of the best players in the NBA. We've got some comments. Let's see what we got going on here. Jesse Schul, my goodness. He said that Dan is the star of the show. I got to tell you that. Jesse, I talk to Jesse quite often. Jesse he's in, where is he, Dan? Where is he down? He's in, where?
Thailand.
He's in Thailand. Big movie star down there. Big kung fu movie star. We don't know. He's a big movie star down there. He's a big star down there. He's been going down there for decades. Got a beautiful family. One of the cutest kids in the history of the world. Hi, sweetheart. She's the sweetest. But he gets up, my morning when I'm up at 1 a.m., it's already like 1 p.m., 2 p.m., 3 p.m. over by him, maybe even later than that. So we BS a lot on social media and on, a couple of our communication channels. And he's always up saying nice things about us. And, he loves the panel. He always tuning in. So we love you, Jesse. Thank you for
Except he's heartbroken today.
He's heartbroken.
He said he thought he was your favorite.
I'm sorry. Who did I say was my favorite today? Dan. Well, Dan is my favorite. He's here today. Jesse, guys, it's when you're dealing with, and I'm going to say this, I say this a lot, and we're going to run down a couple of comments and questions. Don't want to get to today's free plays, but I want to tell you guys, when you get to wake up with the love of your life, we do this together. We have a lot of fun. All right. And obviously we make money for ourselves and those who follow us. So it's even more fun because we're making money. I mean, let's face it, you're not in this for the fun of it. You're in this to make money. And bottom line is even if I was the Carrot Top, my friend Scott, we did a shameless plug for Carrot Top over at the Luxor 6 nights a week. Even if you're Carrot Top and I lost every single game, you're going to tune me off. We're here to make you money, but we do have a lot of fun. Let me tell you why. I get to hang out with Pavlos, Jimmy, Dan, my wife, Ross, and Jesse, and Jeff Michaels, and Eric Pauly, and Moneyline Matt, and all the great cappers, and Tony Mejia, and Adam Trigger, and Tokyo Brandon, and all the great cappers at Sports Memo and WagerTalk. I've got to tell you guys, this is one big family. The guys, this may be 2 different websites, but we're pretty close, all of us. We have Jeff Michaels out this weekend. Guess what? We're going to be hanging out with Jeff on Sunday. This upcoming week, we got the Brass coming in, taking Joe D to dinner. I'll just tell you, I'll let you guys know who the Brass is. They're taking me out. I'm not going to eat for 2 days prior, so I run up that food tab. I'm going to tell you that. No, I'm just kidding. But I look forward to sitting down. So every time somebody comes in or out of town, even Thor agrees with us. Every time somebody comes in or out of town, or we travel out of town. Ralph Michaels, you know, from WagerTalk, the pen, the stat man, he is in Detroit. He's hanging out with the whole crew up there. Guys, this is a big family, and we really do get along with each other. And don't kid yourself. When I was in sales rooms, and I was in sales rooms for many years, it's a pissing contest. It's only about who's got the most money on the board. Salesman of the year, 7 straight years. I'll tell you that. That's who had the most money, but I was always honest and fair. That's why I always had the most money. I didn't do bad business. Having said that, this business is about, you know, who's the number one guy. And you know, you get to be around the best. It's like when you're playing baseball and you're one of the best in the league and you go to All-Star game and you bring your kid and your kid's getting autographs on his bat or her bat from the other players because you love, respect, and admire those other players. Well, I respect, love, and admire Jimmy, Pavlos, Dan, and the other great cappers here at Sportsman on WagerTalk. And I only consider myself one of the best in the industry because I go up one of the best. And I get to wake up and hang out with this one, and we get to hang out with you guys. So having said all that, this is a big family, and we do have a lot of fun, but you're getting good, great content here. All right, so Roger Long, and I know that Jimmy, I'm going to throw this to you. I want to put you under the bus here. Roger Long, who tunes in every day, said he's going to be teasing the Jags to 8.5. You like the Chargers. You said money line because, especially this time of year, when you're doing 1, 2, 2.5s, you can get beat by that half a point or a point. Any comment for our good friend Roger Long?
Yeah, Roger, I think that's a great idea. I think this is going to be a tight game, and you're moving it through that key number. Roger obviously knows what he's doing. He's moving it through a key number of 7, putting the 8.5 in his pocket. And yeah, I don't think the Chargers are going to blow him out or anything like that. I think that's a very smart move by Roger.
Great stuff from our good friend Roger, and always great betting insight and angles from Jimmy Adams, one of the sharpest minds in sports betting. Let me do this. Let me go around the horn. Then I want to get some closing thoughts and comments. Then I want to get everybody's free play in time for you to take advantage of all these free winners. Dan, Kaiser, closing thoughts and comments for our viewers.
Yeah, I'd just like to give out condolences and best wishes out to the Detroit crew there. It's been a bad week in Ann Arbor this week. First, they're sitting around Monday thinking, oh, maybe we wouldn't have got beat so bad by Georgia in the championship game. The Wolverines lose the Spartans in basketball, and it's the annual Jimmy Harbaugh whoring himself out to the NFL show. So, hey, Jimmy, it's a bad look, man, for a Michigan man.
There you go. Dan Kaiser, never at a loss for words, talking about Michigan sports. I love Dan Kaiser. The Greek god of soccer, doing great once again, 77.7%. 4% or higher since November. Great. So 21-6-2, if I'm not mistaken, is what he said. Doing great work. Let's get some closing thoughts and comments from Pablo Pagonetos.
Nothing, guys. I as I said before, and my free play was on the French League One. I've been fixating on this league. I'm looking at all the stats I can find, and I'm gonna have more plays for the weekend. Just stay tuned because some lines are not out yet. So I'm just waiting for the lines to come out. There's gonna be a lot of stuff going on in the weekend. So maybe getting a 3-day pass is is your best value because you get everything. All the plays are gonna be loaded. Whenever I load a new play, you're gonna get an email, on your phone. So you're gonna bet the best numbers, and that, of course, goes for everybody in the show and everybody at Sports Memo and WagerTalk. So just invest in those 3, 7, 30-day passes, or even yearly passes, and those offer the best value, guys. And let's win.
Pavlos always makes a great point, guys. The best customer appreciation discounts anywhere in this business are at Sportsman and WagerTalk. We know that saving you money just as good as making you money. And you know what? Pavlos did make a good point. The longer the term package, the bigger the savings. So get a year. But you know what, guys? If you just want to dip your toe and get a 3-day, a 7-day, a 30-day, and make the money that will then pay for the longer package, that's fine too, because we're not going anywhere. Pavlos said it. Hit the nail on the head. My good friend Jimmy Adams, who's about to put a dress shirt on and go out dancing tonight. Jimmy, what do you got for everybody? Closing thoughts and comments.
Yeah, so like I spoke on the top of the show, we finished the NFL regular season fantastic, 68%, but the work doesn't stop. We're ready to keep going. If anything, we're diving in even further. We got a 5% play up going this weekend there. I'm going to add an additional play. And the free play that I gave out is a client play. So I'll have 3 plays total in the NFL. College basketball has been running extremely hot as well. 7-1 run there. And we have a play ready to go tonight if you want to make some money tonight as we try and make it 8 of 9. So, yeah, good luck to everyone. Let's have a fantastic weekend.
I love that, Jimmy Adams. And sports fans, real quick, I forgot, but, I'm always here to remind you. But I did forget, I will have up at least 2 NFL games this evening for you for the weekend. I am looking at putting up a 5% and a 10%. I'm telling you right now, there's a time of year I really take it up a notch. Best big game hunter on the planet. Last year over at Sports Memo, 19-4 in 10% releases. I will 98%. I'll have a 10%. I'll definitely have at least a 5, possibly 2 5s if I don't have a 5 and a 10. Having said that, they'll be up tonight. Sports Memo, Joe D'Amico, Dionne. For another 5% winner, number 1 the last 30 days. Let me run down the free plays. Dan the Man Kaiser, what'd you have for everybody today?
Yeah, take the Seahawks and by the half, take them at +10.
Gotta love them. Pablo Straosburg, what'd you have, buddy?
I have a Saturday match in the French League 1, 3 p.m. Eastern, between Lyon and Strasbourg, going with both teams to score -125. Don't care who wins.
There you go, Pablo Straosburg. There's the handsome and dapper Jimmy Adams. What'd you have, buddy?
Chargers on the money line.
The First Lady of Las Vegas.
I'm taking the double digits with Minnesota today.
Gotta love her. Your sexy and savory host said, take the Lakers tonight plus the points. It is a winner. Dionne's going to take us on out of here in time enough for you to take advantage of all these free winners, guys. Dionne, take us out of here.
Thank you. And don't forget to follow all of these amazing guests on the First Family Show on Twitter, along with myself and Joe. And don't forget to tune into all of Sports Memo TV shows for some free winners and a great set of betting insights. And on behalf of Sports Memo, WagerTalk, Dan, Pavlos, Jimmy, and us, this is the First Family of Vegas.
Everyone out there, good luck and have a winning day.